Hey, my name's Justin, and I got a fun topic to do today. It is D&D related, so I really hope you enjoyed this one. Now, I wonder how long it's been since I made a video. I'm sure it hasn't been that long. I mean, what could I have been doing? University? I don't know. Besides the point. Sorry for the long delay between videos. Things just kind of fell down the way they did, but I am back, and I have a fun topic for today. Because today, I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite things in Dungeons & Dragons, and that is adventure hooks. I love adventure hooks. It is one of my favorite things to kind of collect and do, and I have a list of, I think, the best and the community rated the best adventure hooks for your campaigns. And I decided to plop them in here, and I'm going to do a tier list of them, rating on the ones that I think are best to do for beginners, as well as bumaholic ones. I've done every single one of these on this list, so I can tell you with personal experience what it's like running these. And also little anecdotes. Alright, look at my little setup. I'm a streamer. Anyways, here is what we got. This is every time. Every time you should do this one. If you have no idea which one you want to do, this one is a classic. That's what that's for, right? Then we got amazing. Amazing? Oh, goodness gracious. These are the ones that are like, maybe you're not in the mood to do this one, maybe you aren't. It's really vague. Low-key, these ones hit, but they are not the best to do if you're a new adventurer or a new DM. They're okay. And then bum tier. Whatever goes in bum tier are ones that I just don't like, that I've ran and I don't enjoy them one bit. So you might enjoy them, but I didn't enjoy them. Let's start with the classic. We start in a tavern. Immediately. Every time. This is a controversial take. I've seen a lot of people in the community that really hate the tavern opening. But the tavern opening is one of the best ones because it's all about the context, right? A tavern can be anything. It can be a place to eat, which a tavern is. It can be a place to sleep. Most importantly, it is a social gathering. It is a place where people go to drink, have fun, and if you're an adventurer, you're going to be going to a tavern in one way, shape, or form. You can take characters with any background, any experience, put them in a tavern, and they will meet each other, and they will join each other in a party. Goes into a tavern, they hear a rumor. What is that? A Lich King is causing problems in Gubu Land? Well, us rowdy group of 4 rogues named Sam, Bam, Lamb, and Tam, we kind of want to join this random dude in stopping this Lich. That's exactly why taverns are so good, because it creates this low-key circumstance and social interaction that allows not only players to immerse themselves in new introductions, but also for adventure hooks to like seep in, and you can just go straight from there. Let's see what's next. All right, next, prison. This one's a fan favorite, but Justin, it's a low-key. You see, my first major campaign that I ever did was a prison start. And prison starts are really cool, but every single player and you as the DM have to come up with a reason for you guys to be in the same prison. And that's really cool, but it's also constrictive. And mind you, at the end of the day, a prison can be anything. The campaign that I did, it was a war camp and a war prison, and all the players in one way, shape, or form were trying to cross a border, and they got arrested, and they break out with information. You just have to be very specific with the setting that you create if you want to do a prison breakout. But you just gotta, you can't do it every time, you know? So what's next? Shipwreck. Another fan favorite. I put it in I put it in And a lot of people love Shipwreck because it's so simple. Bunch of people on a boat, ship goes down. It's the same situation as prison, and you would think it's a little better, but it's a little worse because it's a boat. Oh, a shipwreck can be anywhere. On the coast, if you're doing like an island or adventure themed campaign, shipwrecks are S tier. But at the end of the day, you can do it with a tavern. You can have 2 characters get into a shipwreck, but then they all meet in a tavern. Let me tell you exactly what I mean. In my current long-running D&D campaign, the adventuring party meets in a tavern, but in 2 separate waves. One half of the party meets in the tavern first, and the second half of the party meets at the tavern later. This was because of scheduling issues, but it ended up working because they both got into a shipwreck in the same location that started off the campaign as they found each other on an island. That's how you do it. But the circumstances that get there are so circumstantial that you just, as a new DM, I would say go with the basics. You know, KISS method. Keep it simple, silly. All right, let's take a look at what we got next. This is an interesting one. A festival. Festivals. Festivals are kind of amazing. I'm just going to say it out loud. Festivals are a disagreed upon one, but they have a lot of potential. Because a festival can be anything. It could be an event. It could be a holiday. A festival can be so much. And you can use the guise of a festival and interchange it with other adventuring hooks that I've given you. For example, you can have a festival lead to a shipwreck. You can have a festival lead to a tavern brawl. You can have a tavern connected to a festival because it's in the same city that a festival's happening. A festival is an event that will draw people from all across the world that you have created or the world that you're playing in and lead characters to a pinpoint event where things can start off. And the best part about festivals is that if you want to do a plot line where like some dubious things are happening, of course they're going to happen when there's so many people around. When there's so many people in a city, like let's say for example Baldur's Gate Founders Day Festival, Murders in Baldur's Gate, the adventure, right? There's a big festival for Founders Day, right? What happens? Dubious assassination plot. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Dubious assassination, it causes the characters to take a leg up, and then boom, next thing you know, you guys are the heroes of the story, or maybe you're the villains. You know, so many things can happen with this, and you can interlace so many stories, and as a new DM, it gives you so many experiences, and it doesn't constrain you to a location or place. Because at the end of the day, a festival can happen at sea. So, let's take a look at the next one. This one is a council meeting. I've seen this one a lot. Council meetings are actually low-key kind of good. Council meetings are usually made for campaigns that are war, political oriented. That's the caveat. For a new DM, would I suggest a political or war campaign? No! I've played with a lot of people who are first-time DMs who have very intense political campaigns or subterfuge, Mission Impossible-esque stories. And it's really tough to do when you are a first starter. And that includes myself. My first major campaign was very political oriented, like with politics of the world. And at the end of the day, it was kind of tough, you know? And there comes a point when you're doing like a political campaign. Side tangent, sorry guys. But there comes a point when you're doing a political campaign where it kind of turns into a railroad, and you have to make sure you don't fall into that trap. For people who are experienced, this is the best thing to do for a political campaign because it does all the best things of the next one I'm going to talk about, but with none of the massive negatives. Now let's talk about the next one so I can actually cover my point with this one because these guys, these are kind of connected. In media res, in the middle of battle, campaign has already started. Bum tier. Bum tier. This is the Vox Machina one. I love Vox Machina to death. I love it to death. But this is the Vox Machina one. This is the, well, I don't know. I couldn't come up with anything. You guys are in the middle of a battle. You've already met. Bum alert. Bum alert. I'm so stupid. If you are an experienced DM with an experienced party and you don't want to do introductions, go for it. But one of the best parts about doing D&D is the introductions. There's no way you're skipping over this, right? And the political one has none of that negative because you can have a political one where maybe some characters already know each other. You want to know how in media res starts? I'm kind of just hating the hate, but just go with me. In media res starts. Oh, I'm fighting. Oh, I'm going to war. Oh, hey, buddy, who I've known for 1,000 years, right? Yeah, let's shake hands. Oh, this guy, he's my best friend. He was there at my wedding. Are you going to see that wedding? No, it was off screen. The wedding was off screen, but I'm hating. I'm going on a tangent. But at the end of the day, In media res is really good for late game adventuring parties. Maybe it's good for campaigns that take place in the same world but with different characters. But at the end of the day, the fact that you have no introductions, it kind of transforms into the Star Wars Episode 2 elevator scene problem. And as someone who loves Star Wars Episode 2, the elevator scene is the weakest scene in the movie. You want to see what has occurred between these characters. You want to learn and you want to breathe. And as a new DM, it is tempting to just go, you know what, screw it, let's just jump right into it. But don't do it. Don't do it. Trust, the introduction, even though it's tough, is so worth it. So, that is my ranking. Let's take a quick look to see. I filled out every space. I got 2 and 1 at least. And I'm quite confident in this list. So, I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves with this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. It's my first one that I've done in a long time, and I want to do more of these. And now that time is freeing up and I have the urge to create again, I'm so excited to just jump back into YouTube. So, with that in mind, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoy. I hope I at least make some sense and I'm not a raving lunatic. And like and subscribe if you enjoyed. See you again. Peace.